Inside Mercer Basketball with Coach Bob Hoffman and your host, Rick Cameron. Brought to you by Wild Wing Cafe.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Wild Wing at the Shops at River Crossing in Macon, Georgia. We're here to talk Mercer Basketball with head coach Bob Hoffman. Coach, can't believe, 9th season. You look just as good now as you did 9 years ago.
I have a few more gray hairs and probably weigh a little bit more. I don't think you've changed any, though.
You know, when
you might have changed your glasses.
Considering as bad as I was when we started, that's probably a good thing I didn't get any better. All right, Coach, we've got a lot of ground to cover. First show of the year. You brought in some new players that are already contributing to this program. Let me just name them off, and you tell our fans what they've been doing and what you expect, reason we recruited these guys. Let's start with Rion Holland, Coach.
Rion's a scorer that can get to the basket, hit threes. He's just a competitor. He loves to compete at a high level. He's had opportunities. He was at Wichita State, transferred to Indian Hills. We're fortunate that he chose to be a part of our program. A lot of people were recruiting. We're excited about what he's already brought to our team and what he can do in the days ahead.
Coach, he's one of those just pure shooters, has perfect form on his jump shot.
He does. He's able to make shots. He's able to get loose from time to time. We're running different actions for him, but he just plays hard.
Absolutely.
And loves, like I said before, the most important thing I think about him is he loves to compete.
He does. All right, Ryan Johnson, Coach, doesn't start, but he's made some big plays that have affected some games already.
Yeah, Ryan has been up and down in the sense that he's been hurt and injured a lot. He's been sick, hadn't been able to practice all we would like for him to do, but he passes the ball at a high level. He can shoot the ball. He's got to continue to get better at guarding the ball, and those are things he's working on daily, but he has a great pedigree of where he's been. He scored the ball last year in junior college at Tallahassee, and we know he's going to have some big minutes before it's all said and done.
One of your young freshmen from Lawton, Oklahoma, Darius Roy, was a player of the year in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Darius is still trying to figure out me, first of all, and then secondly, the game, which is a lot to learn as a young guy. He had free reign to be able to do whatever he wanted to do in high school. He's still hesitant about what, when, and where. And I've got to do a better job coaching him, but he has a talent. Yep. He has the ability to get down the floor. He's fast with the ball. He can guard the ball. He can attack the basket. We've got to be able to find ways to use him come conference play, because that'll make a big difference in the outcome of our season, I believe.
Another freshman, Coach, from Dixon, Tennessee, guy that can shoot the outside ball is Ross Cummings.
Yeah, Ross has got a little bit of the same disease Darius does, in that he was a big-time scorer. He got to do whatever he wanted to do. On the offensive end, he guarded every once in a while, because when you're a high school coach, you don't want those guys getting in foul trouble.
Yep.
And so Darius and Ross both didn't guard a whole lot. They scored a lot.
Yeah.
And so now to find the nuances of defense, the zone, the man, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? What are we trying to accomplish on offense and defense? That's what Ross is trying to do, but he can really shoot the ball, has an amazing release. We need him to continue to get better on the defensive end of the ball.
Man that you brought in that has proven he can shoot the three is Rashad Lewis.
Yeah, he had a big year last year. Tallahassee hit over 100 threes, made threes. He's had a great couple weeks here. He's playing with more energy, more fire. We're figuring out places to put him to use his strengths at a higher level. I think he's going to continue to get better as most junior college guys have. It takes them a little bit for their junior year. By the end of their junior year, usually they're ready to go and play at the level you need them to.
And for all of those shooters, you need post players inside.
Yeah.
You brought a big man in. One of the friendliest guys, biggest smile we may have ever seen, J.J. Ngongo.
Yeah, he knows more people on campus right now than probably all our players together.
Yeah.
Because he talks to everybody, and he is most pleasant guy. He's been banged up some. He missed 2 years. He's still trying to get his feet under him. He's had some moments that looked almost unstoppable. If we could just get him healthy at the level that we want him to be healthy and that he wants to be healthy, I think he could be a force inside once we get to conference play. I love his attitude, though. He's never had a bad day, and he's just fun to be around.
Another couple of guys, Coach, on the roster, Stephen Gavin and also Mac Bryden.
Yeah, both those guys are walk-ons. spending time helping our program. Good young men. We're thankful they're part of what we're doing right now.
And of course, over the next couple of shows, Coach, we'll go back to our core players.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're very important as well. The combination, probably one of the things as you bring this many new players in, trick may be getting everybody playing as one unit.
Yeah, and getting playing time in the right places at the right times. And that's what you want to do in the non-conference. I know we're going to talk about that a little later in the show, our schedule and the teams we've played. And we've been pushed and shoved and stretched all right now at a high level. We've got to keep getting better. But I love the makeup of our team. We've got to figure out how we can use them at the highest level to be more successful than we've been to this point.
One of those core players that return is our point guard. That's Jordan Strawberry. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to campus and talk with Jordan when we return on Inside Mercer Basketball.
So here's the game plan. Rush into the Wild Wing Cafe and tackle one of our new steakhouse burgers. 100% Angus, 100% great. It's an all-star lineup that can win you tickets to the biggest games of the year. Where?
I have purchased 5 Jeeps here at 5 Star. And my sister-in-law from Florida actually came up and purchased a Jeep here. The way you're treated, the satisfaction, the service, just the overall good experience. And, you know, for me to come back that many times speaks for itself.
As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses of all sizes with personal service and advice, sharing the sound financial knowledge we've gained over more than 140 years so you can move ahead with confidence. Talk to us today about your business goals. BB&T, sharing knowledge for a brighter direction.
Well, we're back at Hawkins Arena as we continue with Inside Mercer Basketball. It's time now for our player spotlight. First up this year, we're going to start with our point guard, Jordan Strawberry from Anaheim, California. Jordan, I just got to get this question out of the way. I know you hear it a million times. When we go on the road, I'm asked, is that Darryl Strawberry's son? Tell us about growing up as the son of a legend baseball player.
You know, you get it all the time. Everywhere I go, somebody's asking me if I'm his son or his cousin or whatever, something like that. So I just tell him straight up that I'm his son, and then everybody's just that's pretty cool. So I mean, I've gotten used to it. It's not a big deal to me, you know. A lot of other people would take it as a big deal to me. You know, it's just my dad, so.
Well, I tell folks that, you know, he came in maybe as the son of Darryl Strawberry, but when he leaves, Darryl will be telling folks he's the father of Jordan Strawberry. How's that if we flip it the rest of the way?
I think that would be a great thing. That's what I'm striving to do. So.
All right, tell us about Anaheim, California, was where you grew up. Tell us about growing up, some of the things you did before becoming a college basketball player.
Growing up in California, it was a great place to grow up. I loved it out there. I went to the beach a lot. Because I was really close to the beach. Some things I did, I was always hanging out with my friends. We were shooting hoops or playing basketball or playing football, going to the beach. I went to a lot of, growing up, I went to a lot of my cousins' basketball games. That's what I did a lot. In the summer, I was with my cousins, watching their basketball games, and that's kind of how the game of basketball grew on me, really.
Yeah. All right, a lot of our fans have heard the story, but if you would share it again, from Anaheim, California, to Macon, Georgia. What was the transition? What roads led you to playing for Mercer?
Well, I mean, I got a call, of course, and from Coach Nelp, who used to coach here. He was the first one to recruit me, and then I came here and visited, and I thought it was a great school, and Coach Hoffman was a great person, and it was a great decision for me. And so, I mean, I've made the adjustment. Of course, Anaheim, California, and Macon, Georgia are two completely different areas and styles of places. But I think I've made a great transition, and I really like it here.
Let's talk more about that transition. Your third year here at Mercer now. What is the difference in Jordan Strawberry today than from the day you arrived here at Mercer?
I think I'm more molded completely. I mean, I kind of came in more like as an I person. Like I was thinking more for everything about myself. And I think now that I'm a junior and it's my third year, I'm kind of more of a team person first. Like I want everybody to do well. Like I became that, like to where I know that for me to have success is everybody around me has success. That's when my success is going to come. Yeah,
absolutely. All right. We're going to talk more about how you've progressed on the court, but there are sometimes, not many, especially this time of year when you have any free time, but if the weekend's off, a week is off, a summer is off, where's Jordan Strawberry headed for some entertainment? What are you going to do in your own time?
I'm actually probably going to watch some Netflix, or I'm going to play Uno. I like playing the game Uno. It's one of my favorite games. I play, me and a lot of the guys, we play Uno a lot. It's a fun game.
All right, your role as the point guard. I know you've taken that very seriously as you've inherited it. I know you set goals to be among the best in the country in leading in assists. Kind of tell us how you've gone through that process of working and making your game to put you in that sort of situation.
I think all summer working with the coaches and then especially this fall was when I really got the full mold of trying to be a better all-around point guard. And so I think that this fall really helped me understand and read the defense way better than I did years before. And I think last year, I mean, I read the defense more for my scoring. And then I think this year I'm reading the defense at a higher rate, like in both ways, and looking for my shot and looking to pass. So I think I've developed that doing both things.
Now, the point guard in basketball is compared to the quarterback in football. What was the most difficult thing for you in preparing for this role?
I think that I'm a quiet person, and so me having to be way more vocal than I'm used to was probably the most difficult thing. But I think that I'm trying to lead. I don't always have to be the loudest, but I know that if I lead by example, my teammates will follow me. And I mean, of course, just probably that's been the toughest thing, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
We've had a very tough non-conference schedule to begin this season. Tell us some of these great teams we've played, how it's prepared you and this team for what's coming down the road in conference play.
I think it's going to prepare as well. I mean, we play these teams that like Florida, Clemson, and all those tough teams, high D1 teams that we played that are really athletic. We're not going to really see that many athletic people in our conference. So I think playing against them has really helped us. I mean, some people would look at it and say, how has that really helped you? I think I look at it and we see that we played teams better that were, when we get to conference, we're going to be like, all right, we played teams way better than these guys. So I mean, why we should be able to beat these guys? So yeah.
This year, some sort of a transition with so many new guys coming in, some transfers, more freshman players. Tell us, I know Coach Hoffman stresses the chemistry of this team and you guys becoming one with another. Tell us how that has gone to mold this team into that unity that Coach stresses we need to win games.
I think the chemistry is big for us. We have to develop that, continue to develop that chemistry, on the court, off the court. I think those are the things that are going to help us. In practice, we got to make that extra pass, and then when that guy makes that shot, we're just happy for them. Always being happy for each other. And then off the court, I think we just got to bond together, and that will really help us on the court. People don't look at the fact that when you're off the court, those moments with those guys, your teammates, really help you on the court.
Jordan, Mercer is a very challenging academic institution. Tell us what you're majoring in, and once you hang up the sneakers, what you hope to do one day.
I'm a criminal justice major, and I would like to probably be a lawyer. I feel like that I could be a really good lawyer to defending people. You know, I think that I'm very smart with that. Like a lot. I watch a lot of the stuff that has to do with criminal cases and things like that. That's like really interests me. So I mean, if I didn't go to the FBI or something like that, I would want to be a lawyer probably.
Final question I want to ask you: if some of the younger folks are watching the show today and they see a Jordan Strawberry sitting here playing D1 college basketball, they're 4th, 5th, 6th grade, what advice would you give them to accomplish their dream of playing at this level?
I think you just got to work hard, and you got to believe in yourself. You know, a lot of people are going to tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that, and you just got to believe in yourself, because that's the most important thing. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything you want to do.
All right, Jordan, sounds great. Thanks for visiting with us today. As we move forward, Darryl Strawberry can be proud to say that he's now the father of Jordan Strawberry, the Mercer basketball player. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go back up to Wild Wing for more on Inside Mercer Basketball.
For over 20 years, Mercer has relied on Forsyth Street Orthopedics.
Their team of physicians keeps players on the court.
Forsyth Street Orthopedics and Ortho Georgia have merged together into one practice, and we're stronger than ever with 26 physicians and 5 regional offices. As a graduate of Mercer and a partner of Ortho Georgia, we are proud to sponsor and take care of Mercer athletes.
Ortho Georgia, getting better together.
Go Bears!
Hey, all you Bear fans, I know we're having a great time at this game. It's exciting, fun. We're getting after it. If you want to have a good time after this game, you need to go over to Margaritas in Mercer Village. They have amazing Mexican food, and they're going to take care of you. All kinds of specials. You can find what you want. Look at my body. It's working good for me. Come on over and check them out at Mercer Village. Margaritas.
Droid DNA augmentation initiated. Neural speeds increasing to 4G LTE. Brain upgrading to a quad-core processor. Precognitive intelligence with Google Now complete.
Introducing Droid DNA by HTC. It's not an upgrade to your phone, it's an upgrade to yourself.
Well, we're back at Wild Wing. That's always one of my favorite segments, to talk to our players, get to know them a little bit more on a personal level, and Jordan Strawberry has come a long way, Coach, in just a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he played on some fantastic teams in high school. They won a state championship. He's come in, played behind Philip Leonard for a couple of years. Has had some moments, including a big 3 to send to overtime at Georgia. We didn't end up winning that game. But he's done a good job for our program. He's continued to get better at guarding the ball, staying in front of the ball. He's more of a combo point guard, a scoring guy. But as we've talked about and what we've really focused in on for him, as he plays through the rest of his conference season, is being more of a leader, being more vocal, taking a big-time role in that area. And I think that's something he can continue to get better at and stretch himself there.
With the conference play beginning, Coach, obviously you needed to toughen these guys up, as you do annually, expose them to as many different situations as you can. Our non-conference schedule ranked 27th toughest in the country, so really you put them up against some great level of competition.
Well, yeah, we might have even scheduled too much. It was probably pretty stupid, if you really want to know. I don't know, but yeah, I think you got to play good people.
Yeah.
You got to find out what you can't do, what you can do against some of the best.
Yeah.
Because once you get into conference play, the heightened level of how everybody knows more about what you're trying to get done exposes even more things. So if you can get exposed early in the season and figure those little things out and get better, you know, it's better if you can figure it out when you're winning.
Yeah.
This time we've kind of won and we've lost. We've done a little bit of both. And for a young team and new guys that are trying to understand what our program's about, we're still not exactly where we want to be yet, but I think we're learning and we're growing, and every day is important for us. And practice has been really good, and we haven't had as much practice as we'd like because we've had a lot of guys ins and out. We haven't had I don't think we've had one practice where we've had everybody there.
Wow.
And so that really hurts your consistency. And then when you're trying to work on certain teaching things on one day and the next day you don't, sometimes guys miss certain things. So that's probably been the thing I've wish we could have done a little different, but we didn't have a whole lot of control over that.
We did have a great week of Thanksgiving. The first Savannah Invitational Tournament, won a couple of games at home, won the third game there in Savannah, and right down to the wire, a 2-point game in that championship.
Yeah, we had a chance to win that. Called timeout with about a 1.9, didn't run a very good play. That was my fault. I didn't get them in a very good place. Our guys competed. We had opportunities. I mean, that was an amazing game. Great program, great team. Went to the tournament last year, right down to the end. And the game before that, we beat East Carolina on a buzzer beater that, basically not a buzzer beater, but going down to the end that Rion hit a three to put us ahead. And I think the most important thing for us is taking the good with the bad and focusing on what we can do moving forward, but not necessarily what we've done. So if you focus on this, being forward focused, not past possessed, I've always believed that's important. You want to take the things that you learn with you, but you can't dwell on it to the point that it just keeps you from being as good as you possibly can be.
Final question on that, Coach. Do you feel like with the various levels of competition and the different styles we have faced, we have prepared our guys for what to expect and what they will see in Southern Conference play?
Yeah, I think the league's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be really good. I think we have seen almost everything. We've seen three-quarter press, we've seen full court, man-to-man, zone press, zones, man, switching, all kinds of things against high-level players. So I think we've seen about everything you could possibly see, but you never know. We have some really good coaches in our league, and they might pull something out we haven't seen yet, but I'm sure we'll be ready for it.
And as this show airs, we're getting into conference play. That's what we're going to talk about next. When we come back after this break, we'll be back and take a look at the SoCon. We return on Inside Mercer Basketball.
I was looking through the paper and I saw a really good ad from 5-Star Ford in Warner Robins. So when I went, I was actually really picky, and my salesperson worked with me until I finally found the truck that I liked, and it was a black Ford 2011 F-150 XLT Super Crew. And it actually has an EcoBoost, so it's a little bit better on gas, and I love it. I would definitely recommend 5-Star to all my friends.
For over 20 years, Mercer has relied on Forsyth Street Orthopedics.
Their team of physicians keeps players on the court.
Forsyth Street Orthopedics and Ortho Georgia have merged together into one practice, and we're stronger than ever with 26 physicians and 5 regional offices. As a graduate of Mercer and a partner of Ortho Georgia, we are proud to sponsor and take care of Mercer athletes.
Ortho Georgia, getting better together.
Go Bears!
So here's the game plan. Rush into the Wild Wing Cafe and tackle one of our new steakhouse burgers. 100% Angus, 100% great. It's an all-star lineup that can win you tickets to the biggest games of the year. Where?
Well, we're back at Wild Wing Cafe. Coach, it's always a great place to gather to watch Mercer events, fellowship. A lot of Mercer fans always in the house here at Wild Wing.
Yeah, it's fun to be here. Rick Howard's done amazing. How many years have we been doing this?
Several.
See,
I don't think we've done all 9, but we've done several.
He can't answer.
You
That's
got
unbelievable.
You got it.
I have to answer every question he brings at me.
That's why it's your show.
It's the 7th year, I believe.
7th. All right. I'll believe that.
I believe it's the 7th year.
I believe that.
Is that right, Becky?
I believe
7
that's
years.
close enough.
7 years. I believe it's 7 years.
Right.
But Rick Howard's been great to us.
Yes.
Owner here at Wild Wing Cafe. Tremendous place to bring folks, enjoy games, and we appreciate his support.
Yeah.
He's been consistent about how he's approached everything and been with us through our tough times at the beginning and all the good things, and we believe in more good things to happen in the future.
All right, let's talk about the Southern Conference, Coach. We can talk about all the teams, but just a couple of games to kind of give our fans an indication of what to expect. Chattanooga beat Tennessee right off the bat, and then ETSU beat Mississippi State. So that gives you an indication this conference can play at any level.
Yeah, and then Furman beat UAB at UAB, and they were picked to win the league. That's a big win.
Yeah.
And they lost the player of the year in the league, and Stephen Croon, who's really, really good.
Yeah.
So I think there's lots of good things still to happen for our league. I think it's been a high-level league. When we got this our third year in the SoCon, a lot of great coaches, and the level of play I think continues to get better. And then you can't really talk about the league without talking about Citadel and what they've been able to do. I mean, they're averaging 101 a game. 105
yes.
a game. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
I don't care who you're playing against. I think they're averaging giving up 99, right? But Duger, he's really a special coach.
Yeah.
He's figured out a specific way to use all the different levels of discipline of the places he's been to his advantage, and that's he's won at VMI, and now he's got those guys rolling, and they're playing with a lot of confidence.
And it might be a cliche, but literally in this conference, on any given night, you better bring it, because you'll get beat if you don't against any of these teams.
Yeah, and then Sanford beat St. Louis at St. Louis, which is an Atlantic 10 team. So there's been lots of good wins. We beat a American Conference team in East Carolina. So a lot of things going on with that. I know a guy that's behind one of our cameras, Tyree Moore. His dad wasn't real happy about that. He's a big East Carolina fan. So it's always good when you're able to beat some folks that, in the world's eyes, I guess, think you shouldn't. But our league, over the last few years and for many years, has been able to go into all kinds of hostile environments and win at a high level. So it doesn't really surprise you, because you believe our league is, I mean, look at the RPI, our league's 15th, 16th in the country out of 31 conference teams, and you think it's going to probably continue that way.
And I guess if you had to point to a team that may have an inside advantage just because of experience, Chattanooga has all those seniors. They've got all the seniors.
No doubt about it. They've been playing really good. Matt's done a great job with that program, taking over, and between them and East Tennessee, you'd have to say they're the front runners, but that doesn't mean they're going to be the end runners or finish with it. And I know that's not a word, but it sounds good.
That's okay. We know what
you
meant.
like it. I like that. I might use that sometime. But I think that just tells you where our league is. Those two are the top right now, but that doesn't mean they're going to finish there. And I like our team. I like our chances. We got to keep getting better and keep working every day, and understand you got to win 3 in a row. At the end to get to go. That's the most important thing.
All right, Coach, it's going to be a great season. Look forward to being here every week with you, and let's go play some Mercer hoops.
Let's do it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week. As we continue with Mercer Basketball, I hope you'll join us again next week when we return with more Inside Mercer Basketball.